how's it going, everybody? I'm Jason with the men's ministry at Involved Church. We have some stuff coming up that we definitely want to talk about. We have a big event coming up in December. We're also looking to involve you guys to participate and possibly even step up into a role that's a little more involved. I really don't know any other way to say it. But before I get into that, I want to tell you a quick story because I like stories and that's how I roll. A lot of you know that, my wife and I compete as competitive strong man, strong woman, and that's what we get to do for fun outside of church and work in our life. But I want you to understand, one of the best parts of that is the event, right? When we have the big event and we get to invite everybody out and they come and they cheer and there's crowds and we're with our other competitors and friends that we hang out with and that we train with, and we're all competing against each other. We want to win, but at the same time, I want the guy next to me to do the best that he can, and that is what that event's about. But the event's only a really small part of it. What we're talking about is all the time prior to that event that we spend training, eating, the discipline of regimen, being involved in each other's lives as we train with certain people. I personally have a coach. I got a coach after a couple of years. I needed a little more advanced programming, and that's what he does for me. And then I get to train with my wife, which is always fun, and I have a couple other guys that are right around about the same level that I am that we work out together. But the perk of the whole deal is that there's a couple new guys coming onto the team. And so now I get to be a coach to them. And so my coach teaches me stuff. I get to take that information, I use it, I benefit from it, and now I get to pass it on to the guys that are coming in that are new, that maybe don't know as much. And I think that's something that we don't think about a lot. We always think about what's on the other side or what it's going to look like when the time comes for me to have a talk with my wife, or to have a talk with my daughter, or to have a talk with my son, right? And in the world that we're living in now, there's a lot of influences coming from all kinds of angles, and we have to be ready for that kind of stuff as men that lead homes. And, don't forget, man, the single men out there too, you guys got it pretty rough. It is not easy minefields to manage, especially alone. And so back to the strongman story, the thing is, it takes a lot of time, and the things that you don't see behind the scenes are what we conditioned ourselves to just push through. So when we come down to that moment, when it's time to pick up a stone or it's time to pick up the log, everything that we've spent 6 months doing comes to the forefront and we're ready for battle. And there's going to be situations in your life where you're going to feel just like that. You're going to be looking at something, maybe it's at work. Maybe it's a situation at home. Maybe your kid gets involved in something that's not good. You're going to be faced with a situation where you should have been training up for that point that you know how to handle that. And you have people in your corner to help you walk through that. That's another thing. There's events that I'm not good at. Guess what? I find the guys that are good at that event and I pick their brain and glean information from them so I can get better at that. And then I find the next guy that's good at the next event. That's how we do this. There's guys in our church that are great, long married men that lead their families well. And there's new men that are newlyweds or new fathers that are like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but here I go, and they're all in. What I want you to do is I want you to be a part of this men's ministry. See, the thing about the strong man is I have a team that helps me get to that event. I have a team that helps me win those events. And then when I stand on that podium, it's not me that gets the glory. It's that whole team that stood there behind me and pushed me and drove me and educated me and helped me get there. Well, that's the same way that we do it with men's ministry. It's the same way we should be doing it with discipleship. And that's the same way that Jesus did it with his apostles. Now it's time for you to do that. I'm calling you out. It's time to step up. We want to see strong leaders in the church. Men that are willing to step up and lead, that have a track record, that you can go to their families and they say, our husband, our father, what an awesome leader. We love that guy. And the only reason they can say that is because you're going to be able to say, I love Jesus. And I love what God's already done for me, and I want to live that life. So today I'm telling you, we got that event coming up. And I'm looking for some guys that want to be a part of that team. You know, one of the things is we're all gifted in various ways. And God uses that to put us in place where we need to be to help grow events, grow ministries, grow other men, families, whatever it might be. And I want to use some of those gifts that you have to grow this men's ministry. There's a lot of people out there that are having a hard time and they don't know which way to go. And we need to have that courage to be able to go out there and do that. So with that in mind, there'll be a link below where you can shoot me an email. I'd love to talk to you more if you're interested in doing this, but I need a team and I need help. And I'm calling you and I'm asking you. Pray about it. Please pray about it. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. God will let you know. And if you want to participate and you don't know, shoot me an email. We'll talk about it. We can meet, see where you're at, how it feels for you. It's easy. I hope you understand what we're looking to do. I hope you can get excited about what we're going to do, because I know I am. And I'm going to be asking you about it. So with that, God bless and thank you for your time.